my God. Are you there? You were just jamming out to play it?
Yeah, I like that.
That's the rock music that I have for the background.
What's going on?
Not much, man. Not much. Oh, man. It's been a hell of a day. How's your day been?
It's been eventful.
Yeah, I feel you. But 100% hell of a day. It has been busy. I was looking forward to noon and done, and it didn't work out for me that way today. We had some stuff come up, so I do apologize. It was all my fault. It was not Titanic's fault that we are late today. Normally anything is Titanic's fault, but today it's my fault. I take 110% blame. But some of the stuff we'll be talking about today is going to be Titanic's fault. And so we'll just let me get right into it here. We got what? Did you forget?
Let me get my tea. Let me get my tea ready here.
Yeah, get your tea ready. Don't forget, check out Mad Rabbit and all those good places. Rep Sports. Also, check out Aces if you need boots or belts, and of course, Slam Buddies. Excuse me. Good God. That Coke kicking back, man. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I had to have a drink. Go ahead. I'll get my share screen going here.
Right now it's 5 o'clock.
It is. Right on, man. 5 o'clock somewhere. I have a broken clock in my house that I bought from a trip to Margaritaville. I have to show that to everybody. It's not, just got 5.
It's not broke.
That's right.
It is always right. It's right twice a day.
No, it's right every hour of the day because it's always 5 o'clock in Margaritaville.
There you go.
Which I will be in Margaritaville soon. Thank God. Looking forward.
Oh, I've seen this poster.
Yes, we got always.
Did you get that from Ricky Morton?
No, I didn't get that from Ricky Morton.
Oh,
I got it from Matt Cardona.
Oh,
he's supposed to be sending me the graphic.
And
Nick Aldis.
What did he ever do?
Well, apparently he's the NWA World Champion, and I'm just a nobody, right? But don't forget, we got Always Ready. Go ahead.
Wait, hold on. Look at that.
Look at what?
Hey, I was watching a interview earlier today.
Yeah.
And someone asked Mero and Orange Cassidy who they, if there's anybody they would like to, ever wrestle. And he's like, Orange is like, no, not really. And Mero's like, well, I wrestled a guy one time I couldn't see.
What? The Invisible Man, I guess. There it is. All right. I mean, shit happens, man. You get fucked up and you end up on Joey Janela's spring break and you end up in a battle royal with the Invisible Man and smoking weed and eating fucking Funyuns on TV. Anyway.
So my question is, did you get the pay-per-view where Joey Janela set his foot on fire?
He did what?
Joey Janela set his foot on fire. They super kicked the guy.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that one yet. I am actually behind on GCW stuff. I've had a lot going on. That must have been the last one because that's the only one I haven't watched yet.
Oh, yes, trust me. It's been played over and over and over on Facebook.
I will have to find it. Who is he? Yeah, I seen the kick pad thing. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't watched the match yet. I don't know. I can't even remember who was working, but yeah, I've seen that. He went to do the flaming super kick or some shit, and the fire went up his kick pad, and they had to remove the kick pad. It was melting the pleather to his leg or some shit.
Yeah, it was good shit.
Yeah, that's what happens
Dumb
when you do dumb shit. I mean, that's where I was going with it. It's what happens when you do dumb shit, man. But, if you're having fun, do dumb shit, I guess, because I do dumb shit all the time,
I know.
Anyway, we got, of course, your show, APW, June 4th. The Rumble
in the Valley.
You got a cheap pop. Cage of Survival coming up June 5th. Last match for Flair, we got River City WrestleCon that I've been plugging for Jacksonville, Florida, June 11th through the 12th. Hardy Boys will be there on Saturday. The
Bills.
I'm trying to sound like Excalibur and be an auctioneer, but I'm no good at it. Put it this way: the old age outlaws will be there. Sorry, the new age. Oh, and this is Titanic's favorite manager ever. Jimmy Hart will be there on Sunday. Penta will be there on Sunday. Johnny Gargano, Bret Hart, Skinner, and that's Steve Kern. For those that don't know who Steve Kern is, he's a hell of a fucking wrestler from the Memphis area. Danhausen will of course be there. Effie will be there. Jerry Lawler will be there, and then we've got CCW May Mayhem coming up on the 28th.
Saturday night.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to hearing how that show goes. That'll be interesting. Also, they've got this Continental Championship Wrestling Fan Fest Saturday, July 2nd in Dothan, Alabama. Dr. Tom Pritchard has now been signed along with the Koloff Dynasty. So that'll be, added that to the big list of people that'll be there. John Moxley, the GCW Game Changer Wrestling World Champion, returns to GCW on June 18th. We got FWE out in Raleigh, North Carolina. Stronger, bigger, faster. They'll have Eugene Super Crazy and a man we're going to talk about for a minute today. And it's only going to be a minute because he only had a short career. Hornswoggle. He'll be there. And then, of course, the two gentlemen in the front, La Resistance. They'll be there. And then we've got All-Star Banger with Rhett Titus, who was the Ring of Honor Pure Champion that battled Wheeler Yuta and lost. And, of course, Gunner. This is in Lenore, North Carolina. This one here is up in Ohio. I think this isn't actually a show from what I've been told. This is just like a big Wrestle Fest thing that they're doing. Everybody's going to be there. They're going to hang out. I found out that they're doing I'll have to get the picture from my wife. I think she took a picture of it today. They're doing it's like a Mississippi Comic-Con or something. And Kane and Booker T, the Pink Power Ranger, one of the guys that played on the TV show The Lost is coming. Whole list of people. But also Pro Wrestling 225 Bases Loaded. This will be down in Plaquemine, Louisiana on the June 11th. There we go. Finally figured it out. My God, my brain's gone today. This one here coming up June 11th as well. The Rotundo family will be making an appearance at Legends of the Ring, as well as Lita and Trish Stratus. Got to go get you some Stratus Fraction there, Titanic.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Right. And then this is Revolt Pro Wrestling. This one's down in Foley, Alabama, June 25th. Carl, do you know where Foley is?
Yeah, it's in Alabama.
Okay. I was just wondering if you ever been there.
If I have, I don't know.
I was going to say, didn't you recently go to a Buc-ee's?
Sure did.
Yeah, that was in Foley, Alabama.
That's Leeds, Alabama.
Well, it's right there. It's part of Foley. Why do you got to argue with me?
Or because it said Leeds.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with you.
I wouldn't argue with it. I went in there, gonna buy a few things, but wasn't expecting to buy like $100 and almost $200 worth of stuff.
Well, first of all, it's Buc-ee's. When you go there, you're going to buy a shit ton of stuff because they have a shit ton of awesome stuff.
I was looking to find a Buc-ee's outfit.
Beaver suit, yeah.
Yeah, the beaver suit. And I was going to wear it to my doctor's appointment.
Oh, dear God.
But I didn't find one.
I could see you doing that. That's the crazy thing.
And the nurses were looking forward to it, too.
Oh, Lord. Let's see. I'm checking something out here. Go right ahead and talk about whatever you want to.
Well, I worked myself all weekend, so I'm not going to get to see Double or Nothing.
Are you not?
So I might have to order it after.
Well, I'm going to have to borrow my mother's information.
Because I don't have it. I didn't order it, so I'm gonna have to order it. I'll probably order it Monday after I get home. Take a little nappy nap.
Yeah. I need a nappy nap. I'll tell you what.
I need a nappy nap after today. I went and made me some Cajun food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't
crawfish. Oh yeah, it was.
No, you didn't. It's not like it's made down here. You can't tell me that Arkansas bullshit that y'all call crawfish tastes the same as the crawfish down here, Jack.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was better. You could tell we stirred up some LSU bullshit.
Okay. Here we go with that. Here we go with that. Anyway, let's dive on in here. Let me pull some pictures back up for you. Let me show you a few things. We'll talk real quick on this section of the show, and then we will move into the main course. Dive right into our margaritas. Hornswoggle. I don't know what to say about Horny. He had
he owns a wrestling company up in Wisconsin.
Yeah, apparently so. I heard that. He had, he had a good run. I mean, hell, he got a cruiserweight title, man. Let's see.
He was the last cruiserweight champion.
Yeah, he was the last cruiserweight champion. He's been Hornswoggle McMahon. He's been Little Bastard, Mini Delirious, Mini Gator, Short Stack, Swoggle, La Vaca, La Vaquita, The Big Deal, Hardcore Wonder, and AJ Swoggle. He's actually.
Did you ever see AJ Swoggle?
Actually, yes, I did. And look, there's the DX Swoggle. There's you and me in the ring, sir. Yep. There's him wrestling El Torito.
Hey, that was the best match I ever saw.
WLC.
That was one of the best matches I ever saw.
And there it
is, AJ Swoggle.
That was great. I seen that and I was like, man, I got to share that picture. They're gonna love it.
Did you watch the match?
No, I didn't really watch the match. I wasn't. God, I don't even remember when it. I'll just be honest. There's a lot of times when things are going on around here that I don't get to watch a lot of things. Like, AEW Dynamite last night, I watched closely on Wardlow and them's match because I knew that they weren't going to take the cuffs off. I knew he was going to have to break free from them. I figured they would change the finish where a referee had to come in and make the count. So I was watching to see how much of it I could predict. You know what I mean? But
I was really thinking he was going to pick his hand up and do the 3 count with AJ's. Oh, in AJ shit. I'm looking at AJ style.
Yeah.
Yeah, do MJF's hand in the 1, 2, 3.
Right. But I was leaning all toward him getting knocked out or something because that was. I'll just straight up tell you that it made sense for them to have, Sean Spears kind of fuck himself over. You know what I'm saying? So it made sense. And it looked good. I liked it. I didn't get to really see a lot of the other stuff. I really didn't understand where they were going with Hangman Adam Page's promo on Punk last night, other than him just pretty much trying to say that Punk's nothing but a pain in the ass and all that good stuff. So I was kind of confused on that. Like I didn't get it. I was just as confused. But yeah, you said something about this being the best shit ever. It was. The WLC here. God, it was so funny. They brought out a midget referee, had little tables, little ladders, little chairs, and all kinds of shit. And
little Michael, little Cole.
Yeah.
Little King.
Little Jerry Lawler, yep. It was fucking great. Hilarious shit. Fans loved it. It was entertaining. Always loved shit he did with DX. They always cracked me up. But that's our shortest winner of the poll. I don't really have a lot more on him. He had such a short career, Just a little run at it. What? I was waiting for you to throw the jokes in there, and you didn't throw them in there, so I had to throw them in there. Like, come on.
Look, I did that at ASWF show on a guy, and the announcers lost it. I got back to the back, and Ray Ray goes, "Dude, you had everybody back here rolling."
It's good shit. It's funny.
I thought it was.
I love it. I mean, who doesn't like making midget jokes at a fucking midget wrestling show? Okay.
I mean, he came up a little short, but that was it.
It's like that dude that was in that big ass jacked up Jeep that day, and he had to use a step ladder to get up in that motherfucker. He had to use the step ladder to get up in the trailer. You remember that?
I've got guards that do that.
We were sitting at Wendy's.
Sitting at Wendy's.
And we were sitting at Wendy's in Jonesboro, and that little dude had to use a step ladder to step up in the back of that trailer. And the trailer, I swear to God, wasn't that far off the ground, but he had to use a step ladder to get up in some bitch. It was the greatest thing I'd ever seen.
That was the first time I went to New Orleans.
Yeah. Oh, what a day. All right, so.
Memories.
Right. Before we dive into the main dish, I got a few side appetizers for you, okay? We talked about this off the show. I kind of want to get you on record and get your opinion. What do you think of Freddie Prinze Jr. wanting to start a company?
I don't know shit about it, but
well, apparently
everybody wants to start a company.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because next on the list was AOP's wanting to start their own company, the Authors of Pain.
I heard something about that too.
They couldn't cut it WWE, and neither could Freddie Prinze Jr. apparently, because they fired him from the writing staff, and now he wants to go out there. And apparently he wants all his athletes to be members of the Hollywood Actors Guild or some shit.
Well, there's also apparently supposed to be another Memphis Wrestling starting up.
Oh, dear Lord. Ain't they got like 5 of those already?
Something like that.
And this just caught my eye yesterday afternoon as I was laying in the bed. Dwayne Johnson has scheduled no movies for the first quarter of 2023. Are we finally going to get Rock versus Roman? Or does it have to do with the fact that the XFL league that he is partners with will be launching during the first quarter, which is February 18th to be exact, of next year? Or will it be because he is taking on his Samoan family heritage, there with Roman and trying to find out, who the better Samoan is?
Both.
That's what I'm thinking. Do both. Make some money. Shit, enjoy it. But, big news there, because Rock has been in so many movies. And all of a sudden, he doesn't have anything scheduled for the first quarter of 2023. So what's going on?
How convenient.
Right. Like, you don't do that unless you got plans. And in my opinion, I feel like we're finally going to get Rock and Roman, which is great news. Great news. I think it'll be
good.
I do too. I think it'll be a great deal. Now I'm going to go over here and see if I can pull up what I'm doing here. Let me see. No. I don't know. Bear with me. I'm trying to. Oh, shit. Not what I was looking for. Wrong.
Now let's go ahead and let this know that I don't know nothing that you got set up.
Yeah. He has no clue about anything that I'm about to put up here. So he's about to get put on the spot. He's about to get put straight on the spot. Like he has no clue what's coming. I went in on this one alone. He told me to find some stuff. I found some stuff, quite a bit of stuff.
Now you do know. Well, I don't know what you got. I mean, I don't know if you want to start at the beginning of it when I started trying to do it. And
well, here's what I got.
I dipped in when I started first dipping into, putting on wrestling shows.
I don't have anything from the first few shows that
we did in 2011.
Yeah, I don't have anything from Manila or Paragold or any of that, unfortunately.
No, none of those got recorded.
Well, the hardcore match that Psycho and them was in with Tasha, it did get recorded, but I can't remember who the hell has it on their YouTube channel, so I can't find it. But actually, I've gone way back in time. Okay. I went we're gonna pull this up, and this will be our first one. This will be the first one I'm gonna go to. Let me figure out how to do all this shit. I'm trying to figure it out here. No, that's not what I want. I want this one. How do I share this one? Share my screen, I guess. I don't know. What do I do? Yeah, just share the entire screen. Fuck it. All right, I'm just gonna share my entire screen. I'm gonna go over here. Can y'all see what I'm doing? All right, there we go. Full screen.
Ham Bones, Party Animal, and Brandon White. I saw the Party Animal the other day. He's working. He's working in Jonesboro at Corley's Memphis Fried Chicken, and from what I understand, Brandon's a totally different person and has lost a lot of weight.
And Leroy has left
us. And Pedro is Pedro. Leroy, you gotta love that man. Look, I did a show for the church block party one time, and I went to body slam. He goes, "Don't you slam me too hard."
Right.
So
this is the very first show. This was Resurrection. This is the opening contest of the very first show that your sacrilegious ass ran on Easter weekend that you called Resurrection.
I didn't even know it was Easter weekend.
Yeah.
You reminded me of that, after we already put everything out.
Well, I mean, that's my job. As the commissioner, that was my job.
Hey, we had a pretty good crowd there that night.
Yeah, we did. That wasn't bad.
Lord have mercy.
Good old ham boners.
I know this match got a negative 50 stars, and that was from Brandon White.
Right.
And he dogged the mess out of Party Animal.
Well, I mean, you got to give all the credit in the world there to referee Danny Jackson, though. I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah.
Danny Jackson, I'll tell you what, he's been a referee for years. He's always been very helpful.
Was it the June 16th show that he had surgery that Tuesday before?
I believe so. That was the next show that we did, yeah.
Because by that time we had our own ring and everything, and probably our best match that night was Dustin Starr and Derek King versus Action Jackson and Brandon Baxter.
Yeah, and I think I don't know if that one's on here or not, but I've got, like I said, I got a whole list of them here. I've even got some older stuff from back in the day when you was in the ring. No Extreme Infant, though, unfortunately. I tried.
Oh, no. I could pull that stuff up for you, but then I'd have to kill you for trying to post that on,
Oh, I'm going to find it one way or another, and it's going. And it'll be right here on both Dynasty of Wrestling and on Deck with Titanic.
Well, I've already I took and shared it with Nix and Kylo Smiley.
Oh, Lord.
I was like, if y'all want to know what I've done to get myself over in the business, I'm going to send y'all a match.
The dumb shit that I've done. So,
go ahead.
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit here. We're gonna.
I know you might have questions and stuff. So.
No, I don't have a lot of questions on this one. I got respect for the ham bones. I get it; they're old, so it's hard for them to bump. So, we're gonna get a commercial. I'll tell you what. Let's get out of this one. We're gonna get out of this one here, and we are gonna go over to match 2 of the night. This here was another tag match. This one had your good friend Danny Dollar, Tattoo, and Precious. And of course,
you realize I've not ever went back and watched these.
Have you not?
No.
Well, you booked this shit, pal.
That's why I didn't watch it.
That makes sense.
I mean, we got a good reaction. I know Tattoo told me that he didn't want to team up with Danny no more.
Yeah, I remember that.
Precious was great. I don't think the people of Pergal understood him, but
Precious is, and I've worked with Precious for years, and I've loved working with him. He is a class act. He is hilarious. And you know, I don't want to kill his character, but he is a completely straight man with a wonderful family and an amazing wife and some kids. But he does that.
Okay, he's straight now on TV.
Okay, well, he does that Precious gimmick to a T, and he makes it absolutely amazing. It is, you know, he really gets it over. Tattoo, I can't say enough good things about Tattoo, because Tattoo is truly our version of Rey Mysterio. Like, he is better than Rey Mysterio, in my opinion. He is one of the best high flyers that I've ever seen. Hey, it's Steve, a chicken.
Yeah, the chicken. It's the damn chicken.
The chicken made it in the ring.
The chicken been everywhere. Crazy took the chicken everywhere she went.
Right. Now I I know I put Precious over and I put Tattoo over. I really didn't know Danny Dollar all that well. Didn't like his cockiness and his arrogance. I'll just be straight up honest. He seemed like a real prick, and he was very rude. When you're called in to work for somebody, you don't try to book the shit. You come in and work. Zachary Knight, I've known him since we were school age. He grew up in the small town of Bay, Arkansas, where I went to high school at, unfortunately. I don't say that very often, so don't repeat it. And if you hear me say it, please pretend you didn't hear me say it. But that's where I know him from. We went to school together for a few years, and then he moved away, came back. He thinks he's hot shit, called himself the name brand wrestler for a little while, thought he was all that in a bag of chips. And, you know, he really wasn't all that great.
He was a good dude, though.
Yeah, he could entertain. He could.
He took a hell of a chop.
Yeah, I love that. The chop heard around the world. And he also took a stiff ass fucking punch from me. I think I broke his nose that night. That night he pulled me in the fucking ring and I hit him. Oh, I think I stiffed him too hard.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was the first time we had to do play-by-play together.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it was fun as hell.
It was cold, too.
It was the coldest fucking building I'd ever been in. Jesus.
Thanks a lot, Christian.
Yeah. But, you know, we seen the first match. You said it got negative like 50 stars.
I know this one got some, I know this one was a little bit of entertainment. I'm trying to remember from when it happened.
Right.
The crowd was into stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's Paragould. The crowd's going to be into stuff, but if it's stuff they don't understand, it takes them a minute. But, you know,
if it's really people they don't know. They're people they don't know.
And they weren't used to seeing Precious. A lot of them knew who Tattoo were. They didn't know who Danny Dollar was. So,
no, nobody knows him. Yeah.
And that was the thing, is he thought he was the biggest thing in the business, and nobody in the fucking town knew who he was. You know, and so it is what it is. He got to deal with all this, baby.
Let me tell you, Precious is something.
And the voice you're hearing in the background, of course, besides us, he's doing commentary as I was doing commentary and ring announcing and stuff too. So that was Riley Hips, somebody I hadn't talked to in a while. He did good. He really came into doing the color commentary up there with me. I was impressed with that.
You announced the people.
And he did most of the color.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's move along a little bit. I don't want to keep too long on some of these matches because some of these matches went a little bit longer than they should have, in my opinion. But that's just me. I think he hurt his knee.
Yeah. It happens.
He'll be all right.
This is the same night that Christian got knocked out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so hopefully that'll be on here. Let me move along.
Oh, it'll be on there.
All right, we'll move right along then. We'll move out of this one. This was match 2 of the night. We'll go to match 3. This one here is women's action. Octavia Pleasing. I probably said that wrong, but taking on LGC. What do you know about LGC there, Titanic?
He is Key Awesome's Mexican cousin.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I mean, I know you booked him, so. And Octavia Pleasing, she's apparently a pretty big deal somewhere. I don't know where she's actually from.
Alabama.
But, Alabama, okay. I hadn't seen her on any of the flyers for shows that I've seen in Alabama, but okay. And there's Poker Face out there. He's in Octavia's corner. He's trying to get the crowd fired up.
Yeah, he showed up. I couldn't get him to do shit on
the show. Yeah, we couldn't get him to do nothing.
Oh my God!
What?
Nothing. Go ahead. You got any questions? You got any questions or anything?
Yeah. What'd you say? Oh my God! For?
I booked Key because I like Key. My sister booked Octavia.
Green.
And
yeah, Green.
She's a sweet girl, but I wouldn't have brought her in.
We'll leave it at Green. This one here was the 4th match of the evening for Resurrection. This was Key Awesome taking on Lord Humongous. I believe we had an intermission here before this. I know we had announced that we were going to do a Hall of Fame at this show. Our Hall of Fame guest was not able to make it to this show, so we had to hold it for the next one. And, we want to thank Mr. Paul's Wrestling for letting us steal these videos.
Growing up when I was a kid, Lord Humongous was also always a
big deal.
A big deal. And I didn't know, he was muscled up, jacked to the gills. Did not know he was fat and couldn't move.
Speaking of Lord Humongous, they're the original, the OG Lord Humongous will be at Dothan, Alabama on July 2nd for the Continental Championship Wrestling WrestleFest thing that they're doing, FanFest. The original. This is not the original, and that's pretty obvious.
From the original.
Try not to be disrespectful to people that I know, but if your shit sucks, it sucks. It's not my fault. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go to the gym, man. You know, even my fat ass goes to the gym and tries to stay in shape.
I'm
Right
sorry,
now,
but as far as I know, Lord Humongous never did that kind of
bullshit.
any kind of complaining to the referee.
Right.
And yeah, I booked him. It was cheap.
Yeah. You're welcome.
And that's all I got to say about that.
All right, then we'll move on to the next match.
But I love Key. And the plan was eventually putting Key over.
Right. I remember that we had actually planned that. Oh, and here's the match in question, and oh boy, there's lots to
The
talk about.
Brothers of Mayhem.
Biddy Little was out there. We were supposed to have Hollywood Little out there. Hollywood was not able to make it, so Flatliner Brandon White ends up being Biddy's partner.
Now, granted, if you now back at this time, this is when Arkansas had the state commission. That's why there's mats around the ring. Not they were doing a damn thing other than causing Derek King to fall and damn near kill himself. Look at that little cute motherfucker right there in the corner.
I know, right? That sexy sumbitch hiding over with the ball cap on.
Had a shirt, wore khakis, and
that was when we had
collar and elbow. Yeah, we had collar and elbow shirts. So
I love that collar and elbow shirt.
Who's the referee?
I don't have a fucking clue.
Is that somebody that came on Mark?
I think so.
Let's go ahead and fast forward this. Let's get to the chair shot heard around the world. Don't go too far.
Nope, that's too far.
Oh, it's way too far.
All right, we're right here. I want to see them get their ass kicked a little bit. I mean, that's the whole point in watching this match. I see the beautiful CCWA ring girls there at ringside.
Oh, yeah. My sister came up with that idea.
Yeah, I don't understand why they were at ringside for this match, seeing as it was outside of the ring most of the time. That part didn't make no sense. But I didn't understand why we had ring girls.
I neither. Look, because they ain't moving.
No, they ain't doing shit. I didn't understand that at all. But
okay, Christian already got hit with the chair.
Did he? So I need to back.
You already back. Yeah, let's back it up just a little bit.
Let's go right there, maybe. Yeah, there they are. They're still in the ring. Okay, sorry. We'll figure it out. Still learning. I'm just glad I was
good stuff. This was a good match.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I like hardcore shit. So
even though Christian ended up having to be taken out by ambulance,
we had to ambulance that dipshit out. I think he had a squeezer.
Yeah. Got that ass handed to him.
He got hit with a fucking chair from Biddy Little. Of course he's going to get a squeezer.
He took a hell of a chair. Here it is.
Oh,
bam.
And Christian Cross goes down hard. And then they tried to start a podcast off of something called Stiff Shots. Well, first of all, you didn't put your fucking hand up to protect yourself. And we know you got an Ole Anderson looking fucking head, man. So we know it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, if you die in the ring. That's on you. I mean, I want to go out on my shield.
Our deathmatch brother,
right,
got his ass knocked the fuck out. I love Christian. Christian's a good kid.
He is, and I was really legit worried about him at one point, and then I was like, okay, maybe he was just overselling, and then it really kind of freaked me out, and we had to get him out of there. But when we did, we legit had to call 911, get an ambulance there, and have him, you know, taken to the local medical facility, as old Michael Cole would say, there in Paragould, Arkansas, at the hospital, which is the worst hospital to have to go to.
He came back and got his pay. Yeah,
he came back for his money. I'd have came back for my money, but I wouldn't have got carried out on a fucking stretcher. You'd have had to have killed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going down, I want to go down like in Vikings do. I want to be carried out on my fucking shield like a real warrior. That's just me. I get why Ric Flair wants to have a last match. If he wants to die in the ring, that's on him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to.
I don't want to see him die in the ring. That'd break my heart, but
That'd be a hell of a way to sell some pay-per-views.
wouldn't it?
Just think, people would turn around and buy the shit out of that pay-per-view afterwards.
Right. This is the show Flair died on. Oh,
I don't think Christian ever got right back up on his feet.
No, he never did. He got back up on his knees and tried to go after Biddy, and then Biddy sent Brandon over to him, and you see that he's having problems with his arm. Brandon goes over and lays a few licks in a check on him, and he doesn't get back up much. He's down.
The lights are off.
The lights were on. Nobody was home. And Heisman had to take the rest of the ass whooping on this one. I think
then he turned around and got hurt in the match in Corning.
Yeah, hurt his ankle or some shit. I remember that. And then he fucked up, almost dropped Jackson Crawley, wasn't it?
Jackson Crawley kicked his ass.
Right, and you see there just a minute ago, Brandon White about slipped on them fucking the mats out there.
Yeah, I didn't care for those mats, but it was something we had to have.
Yeah, I mean, we had to abide by the state law.
And they didn't get taped down like they were supposed to have been.
Nope. But I think Brandon, he rode Christian back in for the pin. No, okay. I was thinking that was the end.
Christian's dumbass gonna kick out.
Right, like you're fucking crippled. Just stay down, dipshit. Because you can't do that. Okay, so he does get back up to his feet. Brandon throws him back out, and then Christian, oh shit, looks like his head bounced off the fucking concrete. That's fucking great. Good shit right there, pal. Biddy goes over to beat shit out of him some more, and he's like, I can't take
Are you okay? Are you dead?
Nah, man, I'm not dead.
Not yet. Oh, look. Oh, he's fighting back. Here, I'm just going to stay on my knees, though.
Right. I see Arnez over in the crowd standing up trying to get a closer look.
I know Christian looked at me. I said, Christian, you're going to be all right. He goes, I don't want to die.
Yeah, I remember that. He looked up at you, don't let me die.
Then he looked at me, did I do okay? Yeah, right, you did great, man. You did great. I was like, you did great, man. And I'm nowhere to be found. I'm in the back.
Yup. But, this one, poor Heisman had to take the ass whooping on this one. This one was kind of brutal.
Yeah. Poor little Christian took.
Oh,
there we go. Let's kick him in the head again, Biddy. Come on.
No, he got him in the ribs.
Oh, okay.
Like it was under the armpit.
I think that guy in the front door, I think he's dead.
All right. He's like, I think that motherfucker died.
I think he's having a seizure.
There's something wrong. Let's hit the fucking, let's beat up his knee. That's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, let's make him forget about his head.
And this is right. What do you do when your fucking head hurts? You hit him in the leg. This is one of those times where, I enjoyed the match. It was a good match, but I felt like it went a little too long. We had the injury there. They should have wrapped it up a little sooner. In my opinion, you know what I mean. That should have been.
I'll give it up to Christian. He did finish it out.
I mean, yeah, he did take an ass whooping. He did.
He gave the old college try.
That's right, and that's all we can ask of anybody is give us your all. Leave your blood, sweat, and tears in the ring. We're on the mat in his case, or the floor, or whatever. And there's some barbed wire involved. He gonna go over and we're gonna try to bust his head up now. That'd be real great.
Yeah, there you go.
So what's your thought? What's your thought on the fact that Christian, other than Christian getting seized up and carried out, what's your thought on this one?
I enjoyed it. I mean, it's good. I mean, people like watching people get their ass whooped. I mean, nobody wanted to see him get hurt, but everybody likes watching a good ass whooping.
Nobody ever wants to see anybody get hurt, but we like to we like them to think you're getting hurt.
And then, of course, with friends like us, well,
he got a nice little arm bar in there.
oh yeah, he started doing some shoot holds.
That's nice. Oh, and shit, Biddy's biting him. Fucking Biddy bit him. I didn't know Biddy bit him. That's fucking great. I couldn't see what was going on, okay? Like, I'm sitting up on the stage up there with Riley. I couldn't see what was going on his side. I could only see so much of it. And if I got too far away from the system, the microphone wouldn't pick up. So calling the action on that side of the ring wouldn't, plus I was commissioner, so I had to kind of not see shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know that he bit him. That's good shit. That's good shit. He put him in the fucking armbar and he bit his leg. That's great. But hell, I mean, after he did the armbar, I thought he could have got up and he'd have been all right. He looked like he was fighting. Oh, shit. No, don't kill his babies.
Well, he had one since then.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Oh, well, he only headbutted it, so maybe if he'd have stomped it or something, it would have ruptured his bulls. But
That was
yeah,
something else.
It was a good match. Enjoyed it. I wonder if they got any of the footage of us having to. I doubt it. No. Okay. Yeah, there's none of the footage of us having to wheel his big old ass out. And
I was back there talking. I was back there bullshitting with the guys, and then there's this dude's fucked up.
Yeah, we're trying to get you to ringside. I'm down there dealing with it, and I tried to stay out of getting in the ring, but Brandon made me get in the ring for this.
Yeah, Derek and Brandon. I didn't know Brandon was coming till that day.
Well, you can thank Derek for that one.
Oh, I did.
That was on Derek.
But it still cost me.
Right. Don't you love that shit?
Derek is now one of the head trainers at the Wrestle Center in Memphis.
Really?
Yeah.
Derek talks for probably 20 minutes.
What's new?
True. We'll move along. I kept trying to take the microphone and he wouldn't shut up. Here we go. Maybe. Oh, and then Brandon had to get the microphone.
As much as I love the ham bones, that ring
sucks.
Needs a lot of work.
That's why, if you notice, Brandon said the more noise you make, the more places I will take him in this arena. Brandon felt safer outside of that ring than he did in it. Brandon is very particular about the people he wrestles with to protect himself. And so
I wanted Dustin to wrestle Brandon.
Right.
And he wasn't cool with that.
Yeah.
He being Brandon. Okay, now Derek's just gonna fall and bust his ass.
Yes, right here. Oh! Courtesy of the mat and some water and I think some baby oil that might have gotten over there as well. Derek King took a nasty little fucking fall right there. Those mats were a pain in the ass. Brandon's like, I'm not staying in this fucking ring. And Brandon, I think he hurt his arm.
They were good to work with. I mean, well, Brandon was. Derek, I mean, I dealt.
We've dealt with Derek plenty.
Derek gave me his price. I said, all right, you'll get whatever I give you.
Right. I mean, don't try to big time me, brother. I'll see you at the office.
I think when he threw him, wasn't that where he almost hit the ring steps? Yep. There's the other set of ring steps.
And speaking of shit, that speaking of stuff that we had to do to get ready for this show, what people don't realize is me and you put in a lot of work that day.
Oh
we
my
had
God,
to take.
I was so tired.
Dude, I was so ready for the show to be over before the last match that I was yawning on the stage, and I yawn a lot. I have a hard time sleeping as it is, but I was fucking spent. There was no amount of Coca-Cola in the world that was going to get me up and going. Okay, we had to take those mats, and those mats were not light by any means.
We took them to the car wash.
Yeah, and we had to roll them out in the back of my pickup truck and spray them off, clean them off real good, dry them out, get them back up to the arena, and set them up. Set up chairs, set up the guardrails, set up the sound system. Me and Riley had to work on the sound system to get it set up. I had to build a set of steps because we had to have 2 sets of ring steps around the ring, and the ham bones only had 1 step. So, or you had a set or something, I don't know. And I had to take them. You had a set, that's right. So I took them home with me and had to use them as my platform or my blueprint to make the other set, and had to spray paint them black because they had to all match. I mean, we had to follow state regulations. That was,
you see Derek and Brandon not following state regulations because they weren't supposed to be out in the crowd. Right.
There's Big Indian Quixote out there. I see Adrian or Richard Delicious out there.
But, Dick.
Dick. But Derek never really did follow state regulations. They kind of just they're like me. They like to ask forgiveness instead of permission.
Right.
And I guess that's why I got in a lot of trouble and they got away with it. I'll never understand why. It's because I'm white.
Oh my
God. I'm kidding.
Wasn't that Derek's excuse?
Yes, Derek would always say it's because I'm white. That's why I said that. Every time somebody would say something to Derek would go, it's because I'm white. He's scared of fucking frogs, right?
Derek?
Yes.
Hmm.
He's scared of frogs.
I did not know that.
The next time you see him, carry a frog and give it to him. He will squeal like a little bitch. But I kind of got nervous with them going up in them bleachers because in bleachers, a lot of people don't realize they're not comfortable to sit on, and they are very unsturdy. Like they didn't set level. You know what I mean? So I was worried about somebody falling, and Derek had already fallen on that fucking concrete and busted his ass. So we really didn't need him doing it again.
I was really trying to get Brandon booked before then because I really wanted to try to get some airtime, at least post it on there, say something about it. But
see if we could, have him help promote the show and let people know he was going to be there. That way it would have brought in a bigger crowd, hopefully. But, we didn't do bad for our first show. I was really impressed. We had problems. We had people going around taking our flyers down.
That was wild.
Yeah, there was a number of different things that went on that led up to us having the show that people don't realize is they really went around town. People were taking our flyers down, and we would have to go back and hang them back up. And I drove out to Rector and hung flyers up there. We papered every little town around the area and tried to promote it as much as we could. Went up and did a radio segment on what was it, 107 The Train or something there in Paragould on a Thursday at Batten's Bakery and kind of promoted it that way. We did as much as we could.
Jack.
Yeah, that's what it was. I know it was one of them radio stations, but this I'll kind of speed it up a little bit. Oh wait, I speeded it up too far. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. Go ahead.
Let's go ahead. Derek had to have the microphone back again. Derek's got to have something in his hand, and he's always got to have his mouth moving. I don't know if anybody else has ever noticed that.
And there you are with the exchange.
Yeah.
How many sets of batteries did we have to go through?
The first night we only went through 2. The 9 volts or whatever them things are, them little fucking square rectangular looking batteries. We went through 2 that night, the first night, but that was because the sound system that we had gotten was not up to standard, unfortunately. And it was supposed to all be ready to go. It was not. Me and Riley had to modify quite a few things to get it to work. And we had to, do a lot. I mean, if it wasn't for Riley knowing technology and me knowing how to redneck engineer some shit, we wouldn't have had a sound system. And that would have been a huge problem. Two, 3, 10, 19.
Hey,
20.
there's a couple of good pictures on there that somebody took of Brandon doing those 10 punches.
Is there?
Yeah.
Stunner. It's over right there.
That's it. Take it to the
good.
house.
Good for business. Good for business, kid. We'll move on to our CCWA Resurrection main event, and then we will kind of break down.
That shit was stiff.
The main event.
Oh, God, yes.
I'll go past the introductions because I don't want to hear myself talk. This is Mark Justice and Chris Hollywood for the CCWA World Heavyweight Championship. Hey, look, there's a Titanic, a Riley Hibbs, and a Gabriel Devine on the bleachers or on the announcer's table, whatever.
They were, let me tell you, there were 2 right there. Whew.
Yeah, and I've been in the ring with both of them. They can chop the shit out of you. They'll tear your flesh off. And if they don't want to pull their shit, they ain't gonna pull their shit, man. They're gonna wear your ass out.
Chris is good. Chris is good heel.
Yeah. And really, I'd never seen Mark as a babyface. So seeing Mark Justice as a babyface that night was kind of new to me because I'm used to seeing him as a heel. He normally would come out to that song by Nazareth, Now You're Messing with a Son of a Bitch, and he had a group, and they, he was always a heel. But
he did a show, he did a match for me, and he drove in on a motorcycle.
I remember that. I was there.
I believe that was the night that y'all went too long in the ladder match, was it?
Oh, yeah.
For the NWF junior heavyweight title or something like that?
No. It was the NWA junior heavyweight title, and it was the NCW United States title. It was a title for title match. I was actually the reigning defending NWA junior heavyweight champion for some company that was using the NWA name, which probably wasn't legitimate at the time, but they were using it. And so they made me the NWA junior heavyweight champion. And in order to get my opponent, the Troll, to agree to a return match for my NCW United States title that he ripped me off of, I had to put up my belt. And so we did the ladder match, and we ended up getting on the top of the ladder together for the finish and hitting each other at the same time. And I fell with my belt and he fell with his belt. So we had no official winner, which led to a last man standing match in Rector, Arkansas a couple of weeks later. And shortly after that, I retired the NCW name and went back out on the road instead of running shows because I just didn't have the heart to continue to run shows at the time.
Right.
It was a pain in the ass, to be honest with you.
Now I know. At the end of this, I booked Chris Hollywood to defend the belt against Mark Justice and Chase Stevens.
Yes.
And we, for reasons, after the Corning show, we had to change all that. And
for reasons,
I really didn't think that the last after that show, I didn't want to take the chance in having to take and end up having to pay Chase's money.
Right. And I get that, and I'd love to eventually do something with Chase Stevens. He's a good friend. I mean, we've had him on the podcast. I've always enjoyed working shows with him. He's always been a blast to be around. And he's really had a nice body transformation over the years. You know, he started out real small and now he's jacked. I mean, looks good. He's put in the work, gone to the gym and done everything he can to build himself up and to become in better shape. But on this match, we've both said that they were stiff with each other. They didn't pull no punches. They were really, both of them old school. I was thoroughly.
And that's how we were taught.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how we were taught. Be rough.
Yeah, I mean that's how everybody prefers it who's been in the business long enough, for more than a cup of fucking coffee.
Chris started a little bit before me.
Right.
I don't know when Mark started.
I don't either. Mark was mainly in Tennessee. And then he started.
I remember some guys that James was training, James Lee.
Yeah.
They were there aggravating the shit out of Chris and him. And they kept security busy.
Oh yeah, that's what you see there in the background.
And Chris almost killed my nephew too.
I remember that. I remember that. That was great. That was good shit, kid.
This and the June Jam and wasn't my best stuff because
I mean, and this, and the sad thing is this is what's going to be known, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to cut this shit short, and we're going to come back to you and me, and we'll talk about it a little bit. We'll talk about some of it. Let me turn this stuff off so we're not hearing it in the background. And we'll talk about CCWA Resurrection, and then we'll move on to another show on another show. But with this one,
thanks.
What?
You just took me off screen.
No, I didn't. Oh, there you go. Oh, I did, didn't I? I'm sorry. You're back now. You guys are doing this live. That's cool. Yep. We got a couple of questions. We'll get to those here in just a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm not even watching the questions. So
I hadn't been either because when I had that up, that was something I can't see the screen. I couldn't see your facial features, your reaction to some of the matches when I had those up. But that wasn't, and that doesn't, and in my opinion, the sad thing is that's going to be the legacy, the ending legacy of CCWA. And it shouldn't be. I wish that we could find some of the footage from some of the vanilla shows that you ran, the Lepanto shows, the Blyville shows, some of the shows before that. Get the footage of that match with Psycho and them doing that hardcore match in Paragould. You really. I wish we could find footage of that fucking ladder match you were just talking about from the show that me and you put on. You really put on some good quality shows. You brought in great talent, and what people don't realize in this last venture of CCWA is it wasn't just you in charge. That's the problem. Or in my opinion, that was the problem. And I'm not a very quiet person. I give my opinion whether it's wanted or not. And you know that, and that's why me and you've been friends for so many years, is because you've had my back. I've given you my opinion, whether you've liked it or not. We've worked out our differences and been okay. But in my opinion, you weren't only battling with the boys in the back trying to get shit booked, but you were battling your sister who wanted to, in my opinion, kind of be the face of the company. She wanted to be your business partner in it and wanted to help you, but she didn't want to use your 20 years of knowledge and experience when it came to that slow burn and booking the right people and promoting it the right way and things like that. And so that really played a factor in how these last few shows went down for you.
Well, this is the thing that was the issue. She bought the ring.
Right.
She paid the talent. I was supposed to just run the show,
Right.
but I was telling her, let me book the talent.
Right.
And she was telling me nobody wanted to see, some of the people that I had on my shows.
But that's the thing. She wanted to bring people from another area that nobody knew.
And I'm sorry, but I had what 500 plus at the Manila Airport Center.
Yes.
Standing.
Yes.
And I had
Lepanto was full.
I had who was all there? Austin Lane, you, Chris Day, Nugget,
Hollywood.
Jackie, Hollywood, Frankie,
LaFont,
Cowboy.
Yeah, the LA Hustlers.
The Hustlers.
I mean, that was
Cole. I mean, people were there, and Cannon, but
it wasn't like
she turned around and told me
shit, though.
Right, and I feel like I gave people something to watch.
Yeah.
Back in 2011, which was a long time ago.
Right.
We were building up for a cage match for Nugget and Jackie.
Right.
And people wanted that.
Yeah.
And then lies got thrown around. Anybody wanted to question me about that? I know Cannon's actually brought it up to me because when I started, I contacted him about doing that, and he told me and then Serpent told me why I got heat with LaFonts.
Right.
And I told him exactly what the hell happened. I don't have a problem telling anybody exactly what happened.
Right.
I might look stupid, but I'm not stupid. I had paperwork signed from the church in Manila of what they were going to get.
Right.
We had that big crowd. I gave them what I told them I would give them, plus more. Okay, we did a we did a a little raffle, and Jackie had a shirt that he had made, and he sold it for $100. I even took money off the tickets.
Yeah.
If somebody would bring school supplies.
Right.
And then the church wants to complain about it.
But, I mean, you did everything you could to help benefit them and help them in their process of what they were wanting to do. So I think there was more backdoor dealing on that than just the church. But that was my opinion on that situation, too. I wasn't. I mean, we both ended up with heat with LaFonts. And my case was because I was running my company and I couldn't be there when he needed me to be there, but he wasn't using me for shit.
And, shortly after that last show, I lost my job.
Right.
The guy that I was working with at that time ended up losing his job. And he worked for the city. And, everybody wants to talk about it, but nobody wants to come to the guy that they need to talk about, come to, and ask questions, because I have nothing to lie about.
Everybody wants to throw shade, but nobody wants wants the answers and the truth. They all just want to throw shade and get their name out there and run you down. And that's it's sad. Carnage Rage, thank you. He said we had a good thing going. We did. We really did. I wish if things would have worked out better, I think that last rendition of CCWA would have probably been where I had my final retirement match. And we would have went on with what some of the stuff we had planned. Um, that was going to give me my last hurrah. That was going to give quite a few of us, even you, your last hurrah, really, and then kind of let you just run it from there and let things be. And
Dude,
I
I had
think
all kinds of plans. I even thought about putting myself in the ring with Dustin.
right,
And and then after that, after the Corning show,
yes,
now I'm fast forwarding. So when we got to the Corning show, I have no say so in anything.
right,
But you
yeah,
want me to give you? I have to put money in so somebody can get paid.
right. Yeah, I remember that day well. Me, you, and Riley left to go get lunch because,
And I'm like, if I'm going to put money in this, I want to say so.
right,
And then come June Jam, supposed to be a big show, good crowd. I don't know. We had probably what 40 people, 50 people probably.
yeah,
What didn't get the crowd,
nope, because
didn't
they
get what we wanted.
didn't do anything we told them to.
We ended up, we ended up, yeah, no flyers got put out. Nothing was done, and it wasn't because of a lack of trying on my end, and that's fine. I mean, and there, I don't hold no ill will, but you know, um,
Put it this way: you and your sister
and
had
then
your. Go ahead.
we had
Sorry.
our issue. Yeah.
Right.
So then you got a guy take after I walk out after I post the card,
Right.
then turns around, grabs the card, and changes it. And he even started this shit in Corning
Right.
and put the belt on himself.
Yeah.
And then when you told me, you looked at me and you said, card's been changed. And I'm like, fuck it. I went over, I sat with Cowboy and his wife, and we talked all night.
Yeah.
And then my sister felt like that I sabotaged the night, the card, and made bad matches.
No.
To find out 3 months later, after she ignored me, skipped my birthday,
Right.
found out 3 months later, I didn't book the card.
No. And the only reason I knew the card got changed because I didn't go. I didn't go back there and mess with their card because you would sit next to me at the announcer's desk while we were setting up sound, and you would work on the card after everybody would arrive, and you would start kind of getting stuff together. And I would, sit there and give you my 2 cents if you asked for it, and if you didn't, I just kept my mouth shut. But I would make my copy for the music because Riley had to have music for everybody, and I'd make my card for the introductions. And I'm sitting there, and somebody comes out of the back and says, "Hey, I'm in the first match, and this is my music." And I'm like, "Who the hell are you?" And he goes, "I'm so-and-so." And I goes, "Oh, well, you're not until like this match." And he goes, "Well, that's not the card we have." And I'm like, "What?" So I go back there and find the card, and I'm like, "Who the fuck changed this? This is not what we have." And that's when I found you, and I was like, "Well, cards been changed."
Old Double D changed the card.
Right. Yeah, that was a real fun situation. So we'll move on to some questions, and then we'll put a bow, as they say in the podcast business. We'll put a bow on CCWA Resurrection, and then I guess next week we'll pick up with the Corning show and maybe June Jam together, and just kind of wrap all that up.
I don't think there's nothing from the Corning show.
Is there not? Okay. Well,
Thank God.
Right. That was horrible. But we can talk about it. We can talk about it all next week. We got a question here. Do you think Samoa Joe and Josh Alexander will end up being in the G1 Climax? That'd be awesome. Josh Alexander's a hell of a wrestler. I'd love to see it. Samoa Joe's on fucking fire right now. I can't believe WWE let him go and would not use him in the fucking ring. Like,
yeah, but he was hurt. I don't know what was his injuries, but
I mean, it's like Daniel Bryant. Look at Daniel. He left and he's on fire, on top of the world. I mean, hell, I posted a match of Ember Moon and Mia Yim. WWE really, yeah. WWE really dropped the ball on those two. Is all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I like that Asian.
That's what's up.
That's some fine Asian cuisine. But yeah, I think WWE really drops the ball on a lot of their talent because they want it to be so marketable, and that if they, I've watched some of the episodes of The Young Rock, and you think back and you look at Steve Austin going out there and coming up with off the cuff, Austin 316 says, "I just whipped your ass."
Mm-hmm.
That caught on and sold like fucking hotcakes. If they would stop scripting shit and let some of these guys go out here and have to come up with shit on the fly like we did at indie shows, I think they would have
different time.
True. But I think they would have more marketable shit. And it would be more entertaining.
Because they didn't go public then.
Right.
Now you got investors, you got people, you got to make sure everybody's happy. They're all happy.
Right. Yeah.
It's all good.
You sure do. I'm guessing the wrestling fans thought Terry Funk was going to wrestle until the day he died. Probably in reference to Ric Flair, which, yeah, I really did. Terry Funk, he would retire and come back, retire and come back. I think he's retired for 6,200. I thought it was like 6,220, but somewhere in there.
Give or take one or two.
Yeah, he's retired more than I have. I'll just say that. But man, I did. I thought Terry Funk was going to die in the ring one day, but unfortunately, he's in an assisted living facility now and needs a lot of help, but he's still getting around and he's still giving them hell from what I hear. But it's just a thing, man. Everybody gets old. Unfortunately, I wish I didn't have to. I wish, I had a song that I always came out to. It was called "Heroes" by Shinedown, and I used that as a matter of fact on your show in Blytheville for the ladder match. And several times in Rector. And that song stuck with me for years. And the reason it stuck with me is because it talks about find your martyr, the one who made the crown. All my heroes are dead and gone. And it talks about they all sold their soul to the one who paid the most. And that song stuck with me. And my wife loves Shinedown. I'm trying to surprise her with tickets to a Shinedown concert that is going to be near us soon while she's out for surgery and stuff. But she was listening to Shinedown and that come on, and she said, "I know this song from somewhere." And I goes, "Yeah, that's the song I used to come out to back when I was kicking the Troll's ass all over Rector, Arkansas." And she goes, "Oh, that's where I know it from. Okay." But that just breaks my heart. But that song really stuck to me, and that's what that makes me think of with guys like Flair and Funk and stuff like that, because they sold their soul, but some of them didn't really sell their soul to just one guy. They sold it to us, the fans. You know what I mean? They gave their body and everything they had, kind of like we did, for that pop, for that adrenaline rush, for that that one night high of being in the ring. And it just, man, and the shit they're left with, it's just, it's a pain in the ass. But Carnage Rage, I'm trying to figure out if I have you on Facebook, because you said something about MMA kickboxing shows. I'm trying to figure out if you're on my Facebook or something. Carnage Rage. I know there's a Max Carnage is on my Facebook. I can't remember. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for that question with the G1. If they are in the G1, that'd be cool as shit. Ryan Davis, thank you for watching today. We were doing it live, but those shows were not live. The shows that we were watching were from what year were those from? I've been hitting the head too many times.
The CCWA show.
Yeah, what year was it from?
18.
18. Okay, so, but yeah, that's is what it is. I mean, we don't think about a lot of things when we're younger, or when we're not the one in the ring, or we're not the one dealing with the situation. And it's like I touched on the Texas situation. I don't want to bring it up a lot, but I touched on that the other day when I did my unboxing and sent thoughts and prayers to the family. And that's about all I can do. There's not really, anything on my end that I could really do that would help them in any way. And that, that's sad for me, because I wish I could. I wish there was something that I could do to help the families and everybody. But it really
screwed up world.
It is, and it's heartbreaking. It's sad. I just wish that people would actually love their neighbor and take care of one another and things like that, instead of the shit we have to deal with, and the shit we've had to deal with. And like you said, your sister missed your birthday. I mean, she took it pretty hard. Y'all had heat for a minute, and we'll dive more into that. Maybe we can get her on the show. Maybe she won't be mad at me. Maybe I can ask the hard questions without getting murder eyes through the screen, and we can really talk about the last resurrection and the final nail in the coffin of CCWA, if you will, baby.
I mean, we're over it. Well, I mean, we've gotten past it.
It's not funny, but it is.
It was.
It was good shit, pal.
Because everything's water under the bridge now. I mean,
right.
It is kind of funny on how things went, but God, it sucked at that time, because I really thought we could have done something.
If we could have built on that first show that we just showed, there was at least 200 people in that crowd. At least. Maybe more. I can't remember the amount of ticket sales. I'm not Chris Jericho. I didn't write down in my journal, how many ticket sales we did. I wish I would have. But I swear at least 200 people were in that arena that night. And that was good for Paragold, because Paragold had gotten to the point to where she just didn't draw. And the fact that we were able to do that, it showed that people
killed it.
Right.
People wanted the town.
Right. But it showed that. Go ahead.
If somebody killed the town, they would promote a big show and not do the damn thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen that a few times. We'll not mention Ronnie Spence on here very often.
I'm glad he's doing better, though.
But yeah, I've heard he's got some pretty good shows now. But,
they are. I mean, I don't know who they're going to start bringing people in, I think, from Leyland Race's company, whoever company it is.
Yeah, it'd be Leyland.
And they're bringing, I think they're going to start using people from there, and I think they're going to get away. I don't know. I don't know if things happen, but from what I understand, something happened at the last show. I wasn't there. I was in Mariana watching the shocking ending to the heavyweight title match, and that was a good show.
So, okay.
Version 2.0 was a really good show.
Yeah, and now you have me curious, and I have to ask the question, what have you heard that happened?
Oh, I've heard that somebody came to the show and was drunk and stuff like that. And now there was somebody there at the show. You know, you got that drama.
Right. Well, anyway, we'll leave that one there. Maybe I
don't want to talk about him. He's wrestled for me. Look, what he's done in the past is the past, and I give everybody, you know me, I give people second chances in life. You straighten your ass up, you straighten your ass up.
Right.
Granted, you got yourself a title, and you can't do something, you can't take, and that will never leave you. Definitely when there's big mouth folks around the wrestling business, which
Amen to that shit. But any last thoughts on CCWA Resurrection before we go today? You sacrilegious. You hate it when I call you that.
That started kind of, there was a time there I started hating wrestling.
Yeah.
Because of all that stuff.
Yeah, we pretty much, I think we both kind of quit watching Raw and everything for a little bit, and then we ended up picking up the podcast, and
we started talking to folks, and then we kind of started, all of a sudden, we did all in.
Yeah.
And that's kind of when we started get back at watching wrestling and stuff.
Yeah.
And now I'm all in up here down there at Mariana, and I'm happy. And I don't know. I've been invited to, and I knew I was going anyway to record, but the owner, Buster, Kennedy, said something to me. And I don't know if he's going to watch this. And you can make a little short out of this if you want to. But he sent me a message that he has plans for me.
At APW?
June 4th.
Oh.
He just needs to remember I ain't one to play with.
I wonder what his plans for you are on June 4th.
Well, he might get more of a handful if he don't watch it.
Yeah, I'll say that. He don't know you like I do.
I ain't scared of nobody.
Nope.
So
I wish you look on June 4th. Then I know that I'm not watching any of this because I think sometime I'll be in Panama, so
maybe I won't be in Panama.
But I'm going down to Panama. I got to have me some Margaritaville and some beach bum life for a little bit. And
well, don't forget we still got a show to do.
I won't. We'll probably be coming from Panama. We won't see my beautiful office. We won't see the microphone or the headset, but you'll see me.
So we'll see what happens June 4th.
Yeah, keep me posted. I'm interested now.
I'm interested too, because I'm going to let him know for sure. I ain't one to mess with.
He gonna get sank quicker than the old Titanic got sank.
Boy! I can reach for that little itch there.
Well. On that note, sir, have we decided anything on this fall yet?
No, I don't even know what's happening. One day the next right now.
I mean, I've asked you if you know of a cage. I asked you, several things. And
yeah, you asked me about 100 different things, and guess what?
I need you to figure some shit out, Titanic. You're supposed to be my partner in this. You're supposed to be, what's that? You're the brother's keeper. You know,
Well, don't worry about it. I will. I'll keep you up to date when I know something.
okay, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not being eavesdrop on. Just checking the door. But you let me know, and we'll go from there. Okay, we'll go from there. But yeah, we'll let's see. Let me look at the schedule before we go any further. Next Thursday is the 2nd of June, so we are good. There should not be any reason for a delay in doing our regular noon time if you want to do our regular noon time.
That'll be fun.
The 9th, if I'm not mistaken, the 9th is my last day in Panama, which is that Thursday. So we'll either have to do it early or
I tell you what, let's just set up to do it that weekend.
on the 11th.
Or if you're coming home,
Okay. I mean, I'm
If you're
fine
gonna
doing
be
it while
home.
we're in Panama. That's no bother to me. But
I know I got a doctor's appointment on the 9th.
what time?
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
Why are we discussing our personal life?
I'm just trying to make sure that the fans know that I fucked up today. It was my fault. We didn't start the show until 5:00 in the afternoon, and that next Thursday, next Thursday it'll be back on time, and that the Thursday after that, hopefully it'll be on time. I just got to confirm a few things.
Hey,
Maybe
if
I can
I
do it
get my-
live from Margaritaville
hey, look,
or off the pier.
if knowing where my package is at now,
Yes.
I get off work at 10:00 Monday morning.
Okay.
If it's here,
Right.
if it's
I don't
here,
understand.
if it's here, I'll send you a message and let's do a live
Okay. Yeah.
unpackage.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, sad thing is I sent Vic Vicious the Batman stuff and yours at the same time.
Now,
The same time.
the other day when you opened up your crate,
Yeah.
I went to Facebook. I watched your crate opening.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't think I was.
I just
Getting sick and tired of you accusing me of not being supportive. So I turned around. I even promoted the tattoo shit.
hey, look at you. I'm proud of you.
Did you not see it in the live chat?
No.
I even promoted it.
I seen some of the live chat stuff, but it didn't all pop up for some reason.
So I got off, and Fred James, he's a big time wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Hangs out with Draven Morrow and Asa Morta, and goes to a lot of shows. He had just took pictures of his pro wrestling crate.
Yeah.
And I was like, my buddy's got the same thing.
Yeah, I think they've got a fan out of me. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing my "Oh, you didn't know" shirt today. Love that. That's been my saying to the kids. I go, as soon as I get off here, I'm like, "Oh, you didn't know you got to clean the fucking floor? You didn't know you got to do chores? You know?"
Here, hey, how about we do a segment since you like to do "Oh, you didn't know"?
Yeah.
Here, let me give you an "Oh, you didn't know."
Okay.
Oh, you didn't know? Road Dogg is my family.
I did know that. I did know
Well,
that.
sure, not everybody else did.
No, not everybody else out there in YouTube land knows that he is actually your cousin.
So there you go.
That is a true fact. I don't know if fact finders can prove it, but it is true. That Road Dogg.
It's like Facebook, but this is true.
Right. I mean, fucking fact finders, they're out there, man. That's like Joe Biden. He's higher than a kite right now, right? So, anyway, we won't go politicking. So we're going to cut her off. We're going to call it a day.
That's what she said.
Right. We started at 5. I think we did good. I think it's good that we made it under 2 hours. The wife has an amazing dinner cooking. I think she's making some chicken Alfredo and some lasagna. She's
Well, I brought back some food from from eating at the Cajun Cafe today.
oh yeah. Well,
And,
you need to come down here and eat.
And
Crawfish.
I would have tried to see how much of it Mom will eat.
There you go. But definitely, you need to come down here and eat some crawfish with me. Oh, Charlie knows how to. Charlie knows how to do it, and he puts them cheesy wieners, and he's got some that are like chili cheese flavored, and he puts
You
them
need
in
to
the
take me to that place down there that did that pizza challenge.
Yeah, that's the fucking oh my damn. And you want to talk about cheese logs? I need to take you down there to New Orleans, hamburger and seafood, dude. They got mozzarella sticks that big, that big around, stuffed full of fucking cheese. And they batter them, and I don't know what they batter them in, but they taste fucking great. And we got to have Jerry cook us smoke us a Boston butt and some cream cheese. Oh, some cream cheese, man. That's where it's at.
Oh, okay.
Yes. He seasons it just a little bit with some olive oil, and then he puts like different rubs, like dry rubs on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so good. You just dip your little Ritz cracker in it. Oh, it's good with wheat thins too. And I don't like wheat thins.
Something I have to break loose.
It's good. It's good, healthy shit these days that I'm trying to eat. Okay, smoked food, grilled food.
What are the gas prices down there?
$4.19 a gallon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
they're creeping around $4 here.
Yeah, they're fucking you up the ass with no lube at the gas station right now.
All right, well, I guess we'll figure out what we're going to do next show because you know what they say, the show must go on.
There it is. All right. If we're not kicked off of YouTube by next Thursday, we'll see you then.
Hasta luego.
There we go. There's the music. I was like, where'd the music go? It wasn't working. It didn't come on. Have a good one. We'll see you guys next week.